Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Why do we meditate? Is it to is it to relieve the stress? Is it to remove our tensions? Is it because it gives us bliss, joy? Oh, don't hijack my page. It gives us joy and bliss? Or is it to go into a unknown zone, into the void? Or is it to recognize that we are that infinite, ever existing conscious principle? And the scriptures tell us that this ever existing conscious principle is beyond the speech. It cannot be talked about. It is beyond the mind, because mind is limited, and this conscious principle that I am in essence is unlimited, and intellect cannot conceptualize it. You understand what we are saying? Intellect's job is to work everything out through convictions, through logic, through imagination, through references, through some support. But this truth that I am in essence, it is beyond the scope of intellect. So if it is beyond the scope of intellect, then some will say that when intellect cannot conceptualize it, cannot know it, then there is nothing beyond intellect. But is it so? Where there is no intellect functioning, no mind functioning, no senses functioning, no speech functioning in deep sleep, are you not there in deep sleep? Do you become absent? No. So when we are in the waking state, right now, we have all come for meditation, to do meditation. It's okay. And the only way you are listening to me is through your intelligence, which is in the intellect. And you think it will work out this way, it will work out that way, if I follow this or if I follow that. But nothing that the intellect can do, think, pursue, can ever reveal the truth to it, because truth is self-existing. It is not a result of thinking. You get this point very clear. But as a seeker, the only way, the only equipment, not the only equipment is body, breath, mind, intellect. But body cannot understand, breath cannot understand, mind cannot understand because too many thoughts. Intellect can understand. But we have this faculty called intellect, which cannot know it. It cannot know it. But we are using that intellect in order to contemplate on it, to think about it, to suss it out. And why we are doing that? People always ask why. Why are we doing that? Because that's how you are at this moment. There's no why. Why did you choose accountancy? Why did you choose the profession that you are in? Is there any why? It happened. So, before the intellect was involved in the world, trying to sort out the world, probably it is still, but at the same time, it understands that is not going to bring about everlasting peace. And therefore, by grace of God, our intellect has been propelled instead of into the world towards the higher, towards the divine. All this is your conviction only. As they say in our Mahatma says, self is that which cannot be spoken about, which cannot be understood, and yet the guru and disciple, the guru is teaching that self through the scriptures, he's continuously talking only about the self. And the student says, yes, I understand. And what is the self? That which is beyond the intellect. So what is the Guru Maharaj doing and what is the disciple doing? And yet there is this Guru Shishya Parampara. Yet we study the Bhashya, we study the Bhagavad Gita written by the Lord himself, given by Maharishi Vedvyas. We read the Amrit Anubhav given by another saint, knowing fully well that these words cannot reveal the truth to me. Then what are these words doing for us? They're not doing anything for us. They're doing it for the intellect. And what is that? They're changing the orientation of the intellect. Just like every night, the orientation of your intellect, which accepted the day was important and all the activities that followed were important during the day, that same intellect makes a decision. Now it is time to go to sleep. And it does not know what is sleep, yet it pursues sleep, it thinks about sleep, and all the actions follow its decision. And eventually the intellect and everything that follows the intellect, everything vanishes into the sleep, is absorbed into the sleep. Intellect itself vanishes. because it wanted to go to sleep. But when it goes to sleep, meaning when it is absorbed, there is no one there to know that I have slept. Because the knower is in the intellect only. Similarly, now if you understand that example, similarly, when we are on the seat of meditation, we use this equipment. Bhagwan has given us this equipment to think. Thank God. Otherwise, we would be living like an animal. Instead of thinking about relations, possessions, health, disease, comfort, discomfort, instead, leave everything as it is. Leave it. It's okay. These things will never end. That's what life is. All opposites. Make a firm decision. Have a firm faith that this is intellect speaking, I have the capacity, just like I allow myself to absorb into the sleep, I have the capacity to allow the intellect to be absorbed into the conscious self. It is only the fear which is keeping us from that final dissolution of all names and forms and concepts and ideas. See? So, but that resolve has to be made by you, each individual. So on one hand, truth is beyond the intellect, and on the other hand, intellect is the only tool that you have to contemplate. And when you contemplate, you come to recognize by studies of the scriptures that the one who you are is not affected, does not come and go, like the sleeper comes and goes, waker comes and goes, dreamer comes and goes, father comes and goes, mother comes and goes. Personalities, the hats that you are wearing, they come and go. But you come to realize that you are not the one who comes and goes. You are the permanent one. You are the unlimited one. You are the unconditioned one. You are the unborn one. You are ever present. The thoughts in the intellect may come and go. The emotions in the mind may come and go. The breath may come and go. The comfort, discomfort, heat, cold may come and go. But I, in essence, never come and go. This only when this will be revealed. What will be revealed? Direct experience, aparoksha anubhuti. When will it be revealed? When you 100% believe, have faith that you are that one. Till there is no faith, till there is no 100% conviction that you are that, you will not pursue it. You will always fall short of consummation. Because mind and intellect, meaning mind is continuously trying always to maintain its existence. And by study of scriptures, we are making the mind and intellect to recognize that they are of the nature of the self. It has never been any other way. And who is this in mind? And it is us. We have considered ourselves to be the I. I have become the seer. I have become the hearer, I have become the thinker, I have become the experiencer, I have become the waker or sleeper or dreamer. So this I, where is this I? When you're talking about I, it is in the intellect only. We are reprogramming this I through logic, through faith, through common sense. Hey, you are not the one which comes and goes. You are the one who is ever and ever and ever. You are the indestructible one. You are the fearless one. And the only possibility to bring about this transformation is through intellect. And what is the transformation? To go beyond thinking and not thinking and continue to be. Because when we don't think, we are in sleep. When we are thinking, when we are in waking or dream. What does it mean to go beyond thinking and not thinking? You are transcendental. In this manner, I've just given you one stream of contemplation without shuffling around too much. Sit with yourself, thinking in these lines, how you are the constant one. Is there anything lacking within us? Are we here for some relative comfort? Are we here to sort out the relative challenges in meditation, or are we here to recognize that we are the infinite one? Are we here to continuously think in the meditation? And if we are thinking, is our thinking conducive that it takes us to the threshold of the self? And having brought us to the threshold of the self, is the intellect continuously wanting to objectify the self? Or it has the conviction, the fearlessness, the resolve to let go, to dissolve itself and allow the self to reveal, which is beyond thinking and not thinking.